I'm Austin Blanco with Echo Labs, and today I wanted to show just a few of the key features of the Revolve microscope. Now, one of the most interesting features about this microscope is its ability to revolve from an upright to an inverted configuration. In order to do this, I'm going to retract the objective nose piece, and now I'll remove the stage from the microscope. Now, the stage uses a quick turn cam lock, allowing for secure installation, but also allowing for easy removal. Next, I'll remove the high-resolution condenser, typically used for upright imaging. And now I'll install my long working distance condenser, which is used for live cell imaging applications. Now I'm ready to revolve the microscope. Once the microscope has been revolved, I can reinstall my stage. I'll tighten the cam lock back down and raise my nose piece, and I'm ready to use this microscope in an inverted configuration. Now we're going to talk about the Echo app on the Revolve microscope in bright field mode. I'll apply some transmitted light, and you can see that I have a nice field of view and a properly focused image. If I'd like, I can pinch to zoom in, and check to make sure my focus is just perfect. By pinching and together, I can zoom out and get an entire field of view, which is not conventional for traditional microscope systems. But with the new Revolve system, I can catch all the field of view, and that's one of the unique features of our microscope. Of course, with a live window, it's easy to pan around and find the field of view that I'm interested to study. Now, I might not be happy with the background color or the brightness or contrast, so I have controls on screen to adjust those for my personal taste. And once I've done that, I can hide the on-screen controls and capture images in as many fields as I'd like very quickly and easily. With the controls on screen again, at the top of the app, I can see a drop-down menu. And if I click that menu, I have the option to save to AirDrop, Dropbox, or USB, which currently there is a USB drive installed on the left-hand side of the microscope on our USB port. I have an option for a file type, either JPEG or TIFF, and I can name each one of my experiments by folder with extensions and even emojis if I want in the file name. And that's just a brief overview of the capabilities in bright field mode for the Revolve microscope. Next, we're going to talk about the fluorescence capabilities of the Echo app on the Revolve microscope. Right now I have a monochrome image displayed, and I'm in my FTSE channel. Now, with most monochrome cameras, you're going to want to have image scaling. So we have scaling controls in the upper right-hand corner. I have an exposure control, which I can use to increase coarse or fine exposure or decrease. And I've also got an ability to select any one of 5 different channels on the left-hand side of the screen. If I press and hold the available channels, I can turn on or off any channels I may or may not want. And when I'm happy with my result, I can switch from each channel at the bottom of the application, focus my image, and if I'm happy with that image, capture. The current display is showing a monochrome image, but I might want to show a pseudo-color overlay, and there's a paint bucket in the lower left-hand corner where I can select to show the image in color. For any channel that I'm on, I can control the LED intensity, either using the on-screen control or using the knob on the right-hand side of the microscope. If I'm happy with this image as well, I'll capture it. And last, I'll capture my FTSE channel. So now I've obtained my 3 different fluorescent channels for a standard DAPI, FTSE, and FTSE specimen. If I select the current image overlay, I can choose to adjust the image scaling for each one of the individual channels. I can turn that channel on or off. And if I'm happy with that image, I can save the result. And that's just a brief overview of the fluorescence capabilities for the Echo app on the Revolve microscope.